Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, so Dillian Whyte gets the job done. He knocks down Malcolm Tann 4 times, man. Uh, Fight was over in the third round. Before I get to what I saw, it just seemed like Tann just didn't want to be there. On 3 of the knockdowns, he was trying to like literally get up at like 9.8. You know what I mean? He was literally trying to like just jump up right before 10. Kind of, seems as if he was trying to give the ref a way to just count him out, but make it seem as if, hey, but I beat the count. You stopped the fight when I was getting up. Looked like one of those type of things was going on. But the first round, Whyte comes out. He weighed 260 pounds. I was curious to see how he looked in the ring because at the weigh-in, he didn't look that bad. Even at 260, his career high. He's about 14, 15 pounds higher. Usually he's around about that 245. But he didn't look that bad. He carried it well. His stamina didn't get pushed, so you really couldn't gauge, what type of effect it would have going into a later fight. And, him expending a lot of energy fighting back. But it was a downhill fight, meaning it was just all Dillian Whyte. So the first round they come out, Whyte was doing a great job going to his body with the jab. He established that jab. He was stepping in with it, and he was placing the jab really hard. He wasn't flicking it. He wasn't probing with the jab. He was landing hard. It was almost like he was using like a power shot almost. And he wasn't wasting any punches in the first round. He was landing some really good left hooks to the body. Just complete domination in the first round. Second round, they come out. He gets a knockdown. Tann jumps up, like I said, at 9.5 or 9.8. He was doing that type of shit. But Whyte started to rain overhand rights. He didn't seem as he didn't seem as measured this round. He was kind of wild in the round, still dominated the round, but just in comparison to the first round, Tann was a little bit more aggressive this round. He wasn't just going on the back foot, putting up the high guard. He would try to step forward with jabs and try to mix it up. But as soon as Whyte started landing those vicious left hooks to the body and overhand rights, then Tann went on the retreat. But body shots, and he landed another good body shot that put him down. What was it, right hand or a body shot? He put him down. Tann gets up. The third round, Tann comes out a little bit more aggressive again. But as soon as Whyte started to land some shots, man, he just didn't want no more. At one point, he turned his back. He was just getting roughed up, man. But Whyte stopped using his jab. He started headhunting and with overhand rights. And he was landing some vicious left hooks to the body. Vicious. I think that's the last 2 knockdowns were body shots. Left hands to the body, man. He was taking all the fight out of Malcolm Tann. Tann's a guy that was out of the sport for I believe it was 8 or 9 years. Then he came back and he fought Nick Asbury. Asbury was an up-and-coming prop. Well, he's still a good, decent prospect. I want to see more of him. But Nick Asbury was undefeated at the time. Tann beat him last year. He upset him. There was an upset. Asbury was a part of that training camp with Tyson Fury when he was getting Fury ready for that first Vladimir Klitschko fight. Nick Asbury was in that camp. Huey Fury and Cassius Chaney were all in that camp. But anyways, so Dillian Whyte came over here, did what he had to do. Yeah, so Tann lost to Asbury, and then he just lost recently to Sergey Kuzmin, a Russian prospect. He got busted up in that fight. All right. But anyways, this is over with. Hopefully the next time Dillian Whyte comes to the States, he's not fighting in front of, I don't know, you see the picture here, man. Maybe it was probably 100 people, probably, I'm not sure. But hopefully next time he comes over here, he's fighting at the Barclays or maybe at the T-Mobile or something like that, man. And it's a significant fight for him. This was just the article from the fight. But yeah, man, he did what he had to do in the fight. Now, where does he go from here? Where does he go from here? My top choice for him would be Jarrell Miller fight. I think the buildup would be crazy. I think both guys come to fight. I like their styles. Both guys like to go to the body. That would be a damn good fight. Both guys are highly rated by a few of the sanctioning bodies. I think it's a significant fight. Now, I know Miller has said a few weeks ago that he wouldn't go to the UK, and fighters just say whatever they want. You know what I mean? But once title implications are involved and the money's on the table, these dudes will travel to Mars to fight. Trust me. And then I just was on Miller's, he did an Instagram live video like a few days ago. And in that I should have posted it on my channel, but I just didn't get around to getting to it. But, even on that, he was saying that he would love to fight Dillian Whyte. The money is right, and you know what I mean, that type of thing. So I think he would fight him. The promoters need to step in and just find a way to make that fight, whether it's in the UK, the USA, wherever. That's must-see TV. You know what I mean? Don't cheat us fans, man. Please try to make that fight. Brazil will be the second option. So either Jarrell Miller or Dominic Brazil. Just good style matchups. All these guys are highly rated by a few of the sanctioning bodies. I think it's a meaningful. They're all meaningful fights to me. You know what I mean? Now, those would be my top two, and then some other guys I can throw in there. Chisora rematch. That wouldn't be bad. I think a Chisora rematch would be great. They had a classic first fight. To me, I thought that was fight of the year last year. Then Lucas Brown is a name. Lucas Brown is somebody that has been going back and forth with Dillian Whyte on social media. If you guys follow Whyte on social media, like over the last 6-7 months, him and Lucas Brown have been going back and forth, calling each other names, and I think that'd be a good fight. Lucas Brown has a big right hand. He's undefeated. I know he has some drug testing issues, but he's back in the Brown is back in the, I believe he's in the WBC rankings. I believe when I check, he's in their top 15 now. So Brian Jennings will be another option. Jennings was on this card. I'm going to do that post-fight video after this when I'm done with this video. But Jennings is somebody I would like to see. He's back. Him and Dillian Whyte were going back and forth during the Tony Bellew, David Haye weigh-in. They had some words. So I'd like to see that. Marius Wach. I know Dillian Whyte and Wach were scheduled to fight a few months ago, and Whyte pulled out because of a foot injury. Christian Hammer, somebody that's rated, I believe he's rated highly by the WBO. I think he's like in their top 3 right now. Christian Hammer, he beat Erkin Tepper, which was an upset victory, and he beat David Price. You know, so, and those are like his last. I think he picked up another victory, but his last like 3 victories, Price and Tepper were 2 of them. So. And then Hammer had that crazy knockout against Sprott. I know Sprott's over the hill. I know that. But just the way Hammer knocked him out was pretty impressive last year. So I like to see that fight if that can take place. Carlos Takam's another one. So those are the type of guys I would like to see Dillian Whyte fight in his next fight. Jarrell Miller, Dominic Brazil will be my top 2. And then after that, Chisora rematch, Lucas Brown, Bryant Jennings, Marius Wach, Christian Hammer, Carlos Takam. Takam's very tough. That'd be a tough fight. But the top 2, the number 1 guy, Jarrell Miller, that's who I want to see him fight. You guys, let me think in the comment section. What did you think of Dillian Whyte's performance? And who do you want to see him fight next? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm out.